Hello and welcome to Daily News from Fabricated TV. Headlines: a review of the latest activities related to the religious authority in various parts of the world. Scholars and senior students of Islamic seminaries took part in the scholarly session held at the residence of the religious authority. Sayyid Mehdi Shirazi met with the director of the Public Relations Center of the Office of the Religious Authority in the holy city of Karbala. The Imam Sadiq Institute in Denmark hosted celebrations marking the Shabaniya occasions over 3 consecutive nights. The residence of the eminent religious authority, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussein Shirazi in the holy city of Qom, hosted a scholarly and research-oriented session attended by a group of scholars, seminary professors, students, and those interested in religious studies. This session was held with the aim of enhancing the academic and research standards of seminary students and fostering an environment for dialogue and exchange of views on jurisprudential and doctrinal issues. During this program, a wide range of academic topics in the fields of jurisprudence, theology, history, ethics, and social issues were discussed, and participants presented their perspectives. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi subsequently offered detailed explanations of these issues raised and provided reasoned answers to the questions posed by attendees. The strong presence and active participation of seminary students turned this session into a dynamic forum for scholarly dialogue, clarification of religious thought, and deeper exploration of doctrinal matters. According to Marjayat Media Network, the full recording of this session and the remarks of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi have been published on the network's official YouTube page and are available to the public. During the blessed month of Shaban, Sayyid Arif Nasrullah, head of the PR office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussein Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala, met and held talks with Sayyid Mehdi Shirazi. The meeting focused on the spiritual significance of the Shabaniya days and the large presence of pilgrims who travel to observe these occasions. In this meeting, Sayyid Mehdi Shirazi highlighted the important role of these days in strengthening faith and religious awareness, stressing the need to improve services and enhance organization to ensure the comfort and safety of pilgrims, and expressed appreciation for the efforts made in this regard. The celebration marking the birth anniversary of Hazrat Akbar was held at the Al-Yasin Mosque in Hussainiya, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in the city of Sydney, Australia, with the participation of dozens of followers of the Ahlul Bayt. During this event, attendees took part in the spiritual programs and benefited from a religious lecture. Poets and eulogists also recited poetry and delivered devotional chants in praise of the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them. Weekly ceremony at Imam Husayn bin Ali Sayyid al-Shuhada Hussainiya in Lebanon. The weekly ceremony of the Imam Husayn bin Ali Sayyid al-Shuhada Hussainiya, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Lebanon, was held on the 12th of Shaban with the broad participation of Shiites and admirers of the Ahlul Bayt. During this gathering, participants took part in spiritual programs and, while expressing devotion to the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, emphasized the importance of continuing such assemblies in order to preserve and promote the culture of the Ahlul Bayt. The first festival dedicated to the establishment of volunteer teams was held at the Najaf al-Ashraf Hussainiya, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in the holy city of Najaf. This event was attended enthusiastically by prominent religious, cultural, and social figures, as well as officials and members of volunteer teams. Over the 2 days of this festival, the humanitarian efforts of these teams were honored, and their activities in serving the public and strengthening the spirit of social solidarity in Najaf were commended. The Union of Shiite Satellite Networks and radio stations also played a major role in informing the public and raising social awareness through extensive media coverage of this event. The Imam Sadiq Institute, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Denmark, hosted 3 nights of celebrations marking the Shabaniya occasions and the birth anniversaries of Imam Husayn, Abul Fazl Abbas, Imam Zainul Abidin, Hazrat Akbar, and Imam al-Mahdi. These ceremonies were held with the wide participation of believers and admirers of the Ahlul Bayt from within Denmark and abroad, beginning with the recitation of verses from the Holy Quran. Sayyid Mehdi Mudarrisi delivered lectures in Danish and English, explaining the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt. Other parts of the programs included poetry recitations and devotional chants by poets and eulogists of the Ahlul Bayt, as well as performances of religious play, which was warmly received by attendees. In one of his lectures, the eminent religious authority, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi, criticized the spread of certain unreliable narrations concerning the government of Imam al-Mahdi, emphasizing that violent and blood-soaked images, sometimes presented of his appearance, is rooted in reports that lack scholarly credibility and should not form the basis of public belief. Referring to a common perception among some Muslims, he stated that according to these narrations, Imam al-Mahdi establishes his rule through the sword and killing of opponents, and even treats people with such harshness that many would wish they had never seen him, while others would come to doubt his lineage. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi stressed that the number of such narrations doesn't exceed 50, noting that more than 30 of them trace back to a figure named Muhammad bin Ali al-Kufi, who, according to experts in biographical evaluation, was a disreputable individual and a liar, rendering his narrations as unreliable. He further referred to the scholarly status of Fadl bin Shazan, a leading Shiite scholar and a contemporary of Imam Hassan al-Askari, adding that Fazl ibn Shaban, who was directly praised by Imam Hassan al-Askari, explicitly described Muhammad bin Ali al-Kufi as a prolific liar and even stated that he nearly cursed him during his supplication of prayers. In conclusion, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Shirazi emphasized that careful examination of hadith chains and distinguishing authentic narrations from fabricated ones play a crucial role in correcting public beliefs and presenting an accurate understanding of the just global government of Imam al-Mahdi. May God hasten his noble reappearance.